Greetings, Mechwarriors! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is TTB speaking, and welcome back to another episode of German Mechgineering, the daily show where we build cold-hearted, humorless, stompy robots for maximum effectiveness and efficiency on the battlefields of Mechwarrior Online. And today, guys, we're running one of my dearies. We're running the Annihilator 2A, of course, with chainsaws, with a nuke in the back, and with tons and tons of Dakka. Let's go ahead and have a look at the build. I mean, as you can see, guys, by the way, you have to expose about 50% of your mech or even more of that if you count the arm space to be able to shoot this thing. But this is an assault mech. This is a manly mech. You go in, you get things done. You don't hide behind cover or you don't hide behind teammates. No. This thing means business. Alrighty. This is the build for today. We are running a standard engine 300 because that's the biggest engine we can put in this thing. And then we add 3 AC2s, 2 in the arms, 1 in the left torso, and 3 rotary AC2s, 2 in the right torso, 1 in the left torso. Then we add enough ammo to help us with that, and 1 double heatsink. I'm loading the AC2 ammo here into the right side torso. All the AC2s will be using this ammo first. The way that ammo consumption works, it goes from head to center torso, right torso, left torso, and then onward. So, long story short, this ammo will be drained first. So, it's relatively safe to have this without using a case, because this will be empty before case would be coming into play. And, well, that's basically it. We front load all the armor, 94 on the right and left torso, 143 on the center torso, just 2 in the back. If you feel unhappy with that, you can go with 4 armor or 5. I wouldn't do more than that, because you want to be engaging with the enemy at range. The only thing we drop a little bit is the right and left leg armor, but if you find that this is too little for your taste, you can just drop half a ton of ammo somewhere and just armor up the legs. Now let's have a look at the ranges of these weapons. The AC2 range optimal 720, the RAC2 range optimal 540. So as you can see, they synergize quite well. They have almost the same optimal range basically. So up to about, I would say, 1,100 meters, you can just start shooting this thing with the AC2s, and at about 1,000 meters you can start adding the RAC2s. Be aware they won't do full damage, of course, but the amount of suppression that you send towards your enemy is just staggering. And at about 800 to 700 meters, you can just shoot this thing and just have a lot of fun with that. Because let me tell you, this kind of build really suppresses the enemy. Like, they go like, what the hell is going on? Hailstorm of bullets, I need to get into cover. That is the reaction that you will get from almost any player out there. Alright, let's have a quick look at the skill build. We have in the firepower tree magazine capacity 1 and 2, a few heat gen nodes, and a few range nodes. I want to have the range in here because I found that some of the engagements just happen barely out of the optimal range for my RAC2s. So if I buff the range a little bit on the RAC2s, I can increase my damage potential at this crucial 500, 600, 700 meters range. Alrighty. The heat gen nodes down here are nice to have. I would recommend you take them. The mech generally doesn't run too hot, but if you keep firing for a prolonged amount of time, especially when you go into the overheat portion or the jam portion of the RAC2s and you keep firing your AC2s, you won't be dissipating much heat at that point. So it's nice to have a little bit of heat gen in there. Survival, full survival tree, we want to trade at any kind of ranges. We want to be exposing ourselves. We are an assault mech and we will be assaulting, so full survival tree, we need to be as tanky as possible. Nothing in mobility, nothing in jump jets, no operations. Sensors, we go seismic sensor. I like to have seismic sensor on my assault mechs, especially if I want to take radar deprivation, which is very dear to my heart here. With the amount of lerms coming our way in games lately, I just feel it's a nice thing to take. If you don't like the sensor tree, guys, if you just don't like it, drop the sensor tree, put it into mobility, get a little bit more speed out, or get a little bit more range or heat gen in the firepower tree, or drop it into operations, also an option. Auxiliary, double crucial with crucial cooldown. For the time when you end up overheating a little bit, you can just immediately drop down your heat and keep firing like crazy. And double artillery strike for the heck of it, because it's fun. Alright guys, that's the build for today. Let's take this thing to the dropship and see how it performs. I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, here we are on the streets of River City, and we are walking slowly towards the middle, and I'm duck-hiding a little bit with my AC2s on an enemy in Warhammer 2C, just trying to find them, trying to hit them here. There's also a Blood Asp, I believe, and I'm just gonna go and hold this Gulf 7, Gulf 6 area. This is going to be my castle now officially. Oh, look at that, I can shoot after the glow. Perfect, let's go ahead and give that Blood Asp a little bit of piece of our mind here. As you can see, it's quite hard to aim at these distances, but if you can shoot at stationary targets or assault mechs that are rather slow, you won't have a big problem with that. My biggest problem right now is that I can't see the enemy because it's a little bit too dark, but fear not, dawn shall break soon. The only thing that shall break are enemies, so let's go ahead and find some. As you can see, I have set my weapon groups up to shoot to the left side of the mech and then the right side of the mech. I would actually recommend you to do it differently. I found out ever since when playing it on stream also that it's best to just have the AC2s on one button and the Rec2s on one button. The arms are not that much of an issue since you'll be exposing most of your mech always at the time. And you can then just charge up the Rec2s and then start firing the AC2s when the Rec2s start firing, and that just gives you a better ability to damage your enemy because they won't see the Rex coming. So you're basically getting about a second or so more of damage onto the enemy, which is nice. I've got a teammate in front of me right now. He didn't want to move far, but that's okay. We'll just move in here. We drop the RD strike. We shoot the enemy on the side here. We go full exposure mode. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Look at that. That's a full enemy lance backpedaling because they saw one Annihilator that was just ducking away at them like crazy. Okay, let's push towards the middle. It looks like there's a teammate that needs help. Let's go ahead and try and see if we can help him here. Yep, get around the corner. Slight FPS bump here. Okay, yep, teammate needs help. There's a Marauder 2 going on my teammate. Let's go in on him and take him out. Beautiful. The chainsaws run, and I actually get a thank you for that. That's nice. Alright. Now we can go ahead and push around the corner through the middle here and see what else we can find. For example, an Eben Jack over there. Let's give him a little bit of Dakka and back to cover. Beautiful. He has been sufficiently suppressed. There's an enemy assault coming up on the little ramp that they've added not far ago. Let's go ahead and give him some shots onto the cockpit. Yeah, instant suppression. He goes back to cover and we go back onto our Eben Jack friend. As you can see, guys, the suppression power of this build is just really, really nice. There's also some guy down below who just dropped a UAV. And of course, there's a big fat Atlas out in the open looking at me, so let's look back at him and go for his cockpit. Look at that, we opened up his cockpit already. It's hard to aim for the cockpit a little bit at this point, though. I have to aim a little bit further ahead, but it should not be a problem. Let's go ahead and do some more damage. What the hell? Okay, that was an XL Atlas apparently. Don't do that, guys. Please do not do that. Let's go ahead and go after the Banshee that's coming up to me right now. Yep. We just aim for cockpit, just make sure that he can't see a thing, and just keep on firing, damaging the cockpit anytime he looks at us. And if he doesn't look at us, we just kill him straight through CT. Beautiful. This is how you murder a Banshee, guys. You just go CT and you don't give a damn. Alright, let's see what's coming in here. Warhammer with large pulse lasers. Alright, let's wait up here and then get the perfect angle on him. He can't fight back. Now he's getting suppressed. Now he's going, oh shit, I need to go back to cover, but it's too late. And now it is time to drop the Annihilator and go in on that linebacker. Heavy mediums, he just shot, so he can't shoot again, which means we can go ahead and gobble him up. Beautiful. Alright, 8 kills over 5, this should be in the books now. It's enemy Warhammer 2C, that's the guy I shot before, right at the beginning of the match. We also got some light mech going on here. So let's just push into that Fox 7 area, try to help out our teammates. That was my arm-mounted AC2s going into the terrain here, but that sometimes that just can't be helped. It's okay, guys, it's just AC2s, like if you miss a few shots, no big deal, it doesn't matter. So that's actually a build that I recommend for players to have a little bit of a harder time aiming. At about 300 to 500 meters, you have a good chance of hitting the enemy. Your projectiles are fast enough, and if you miss some stuff up, it doesn't matter. You basically got machine guns. You've got staggered machine guns and full-on machine guns in really, really big size. So it's a fun build to play. Okay, there's a Blood Asp coming in. That's a Ranker. All right, he's coming in. He's getting massaged. He keeps on going. All right, we'll keep shooting him. All right, all right. We can even shoot the leg here, and then we shoot the torso from behind. Not a big deal. Shoot the other torso, farm him a little bit. There we go. 25%. Oh my god, only 25% of ammo left. Well, luckily the enemy team only has one guy left. It's the bludgeon from before. Let's go in and bludgeon him a little bit. Nope, didn't get the kill, unfortunately. But yeah, so that was our first round. That was enjoyable. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Let's go ahead and have a look at the scoreboard and see how we did. 4 killing blows, 6 assists, 2 solo kills, half the enemy team kill, most damage dealt, 1,356 damage done, 10 components taken out. Ah, the blood gods have been sated today. And guys, if you like this content, check out my Patreon page, become an active supporter of the channel, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the next game here. I just love my Annihilators, guys. I don't know about you guys, but me, personally, yeah, just so much fun to play. Alright, pushing into the enemy team here on the Canyon network. I'm giving a little bit of Dakka to targets that open themselves up here because they're trying to get to the center. As you can see, this is the suppressive power of this build. You just go ahead, you just do a lot of Dakka damage to the enemy, and you just walk back to the cover that you actually want to walk to. And the enemy team, if they try to challenge you, they take quite a bit of damage. This is a risky play though, guys. I'm gonna say it's a risky play. If the enemy team has a lot of lure boats, they will lure you to Kingdom Come while you're doing this. So take what you're seeing here with a little bit of a grain of salt. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Let's stop the art here on the corner and do some more damage here. For example, to that king crab. Oh, he's got a lot of AC2s as well. And since I am getting shot by a lot of enemies right now, I don't want to do the dark with him. It would be pointless. Let's go ahead and push forward, drop down maybe even, give that cicada a passing shot, and try to get to cover here. Yes, okay, we're done. Perfect. Finally, we have chosen to group up with our team. I'm still getting shot from behind here. That cicada up there is being annoying, and nobody seems to have an angle on him. So the only thing I can do is shield by twisting to the left and then get around the corner, and that should get us home free. Beautiful. Now, let's see, there's some guy shooting SRMs apparently at our poor stalker. We have to do something about that, and we also have to do something about the king crab who's still here. But luckily, fear not, we have got an artillery strike, we move up to a better position, we do some Dakka on the enemy marauder, and let's see what we can find here. Oh, another stalker. Hi there. It's an MRM stalker who misses his shot, so apparently he didn't even go for me. That's okay. And we will just go ahead and have Overwatch position here, guys, and try to hit those targets. Now, the arm mounts, as you can see, some of them are shooting into the ground, but that's okay. I don't really mind right now. I will just go ahead and chase the king crab away. Then we try to look for the stalker again. But we also have to be wary of people that are in our left side here. I've got some teammates pushing back through the canyon, which is not a good move to do because you can get swarmed very easily. And also, well, my patented stop hiding, please. Always with the hopes that the team will actually listen and stop hiding. Let's go ahead and go in on that marauder 4 HP. Oh, it's a learn boat. Perfect. Yeah, he's dead. He has no chance. He has no chance to survive this whatsoever. He's getting damaged by my teammates, and he is getting brutalized by me. Rag 2 still going. AC2 still going. He is so dead. By the way, guys, that's how you do about 300 damage. You just kill one guy really, really hard. It's not hard to do damage in this build. Let's go in on, let's see what we have here. We've got a guy down below, that's a Stonecrow, we've got a Warhawk down there, we've got a lot of targets down there, and I don't have any artillery strikes left. They would be super juicy right now. And the enemy team is capturing our base, so we are on the clock here, we are ahead in kills. That's a good thing, there we go, took down the Stonecrow. But the bad thing is the enemy team is sitting on our base, and we have to make something happen here. Now, you can stay up top, or you can go down below, and I'm making a mistake here because I'm going down below. I've got one teammate with me, but my team, even though they are very close, they're not in a position to engage, and I'm going in on that linebacker. He actually passes me, I keep firing on him. Now I have exposed my back towards the whole enemy team that is still pushing in behind him, and that is painful. So, I just exposed my ass to a Fafnir, and I get my half mech ripped apart for that. Alright, teammates are still up there, of course, because they haven't dropped down, and it might have been the right choice to not drop down. I'm not debating what the team has been doing here. I think they have done the right thing. I think I have made the mistake, you guys. But luckily, they chose to use that time to capitalize on the enemy team and do damage while my mech was getting wrecked. So they did the right thing, and I did the wrong thing. I shouldn't have robbed, guys. I should have maybe gone to like the top and off to the side and shot from there. That would have been more beneficial, and I could have tanked with my front and not my back. I would still have my weapons left and be a much bigger threat in the match here, guys. So in this case, TTB fucked up his positioning. There is no other way to call it. Alright, the good thing though is that we still have 2 AC2s, so we are still relevant in the match. We can still do some damage, we can still do some tanking, and we can push in on the enemy's assaults that are over there and maybe take him out. Although there's just one guy here. We're missing one person. Alright, somebody running around the map. Well, we'll find him and then we'll take him down and kill him. So, even though we made a mistake, guys, we were able to stay alive by just being a beefy Annihilator and by being a huge shield for our team. The enemy team chose to engage on me with 2 or 3 targets, and that allowed the team to look down into the canyon and just murder them all, which I wholeheartedly support. Okay, so there we have our target that's running around. It's an assault in Delta 5, Echo 5 at this time of the match. So, yeah, well, you know what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna walk backwards and walk backwards, and our lights and mediums are just swarming him right now, and they're going to eat him up alive without even frying him up first. No garlic butter, no nothing.
System offline.
Ooh. Whoop. And there we're back. The enemy has been vanquished. 1 killing blow, 9 assists, 2 KMDDs, and 1052 damage done. Guys, if you like this content, go ahead, check out my Patreon page, become an active supporter. Thanks for watching, drop me a like, and I'll see you soon. TTB out.